Okay, the Minecraft movie. Is it good? Is it worth watching? Spoiler alert, it's a complicated answer. So I went to go see this. I went to go see it with my kids. We had like a 1 p.m. showing at one of those theaters with a nice recliner, so it's reserved seating. We were pretty near the front. Our theater was actually pretty full. It's just the seats at the very front where you have to like look like this to be able to actually see the movie. Those were the only empty chairs. It was a good time. Look, this is a kids movie. It's 100% a kids movie. And my kids had a great time. In the parental side of things, in the scale of please God, don't ask to watch this versus yeah, I'll enjoy watching this. It's like a here. Like if my kids asked to put this on the TV, I'm fine. I'll be fine. It helped that my kids were like, Minecraft, it's about you, Daddy. This is your movie. That warms my heart like no one could ever believe. But it was good. We actually ended up getting like these posters. I'm probably gonna frame this and put it up on the wall because it would be cool. I got enough for all the kids. I got the kids like the little kids boxes. They have a little Minecraft cup with a bee on it. I couldn't get any of the actual like popcorn bucket swag or anything else like that because it was all sold out at my theater. And there was a couple different theaters that were pretty well booked all weekend. And it turns out this movie's already made like $300 million over its opening weekend. So it's financially successful. The movie's a success, which is great because it's Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers will cancel movies after they've gone out to try to make a quick buck. But if that's all you want, if that's what you want to know, if you want to know, is this movie worth watching or will I rip my hair out watching this as a parent? No. You'll enjoy yourself. It'll be fine. There's a couple jokes in there that are 100% just for the adults that I'm actually amazed that they put in the movie, let me tell you. And I'm not going to spoil them here. You'll have fun. But now let's talk about the movie more in depth. Let's break it down pretty much scene by scene. Okay, the YouTuber cameos at the Storage Wars scene. You had Mumbo, LD Shadow Lady, Afmao, and Dan TDM. So that was honestly, it was nice. It was nice to see a couple of YouTubers there. I wish they would have included more people from the greater community. Only 4 feels somewhat arbitrary, right? Like there's not a ton of opportunities to have included more people from the greater MC space, but there was enough that you could have included a couple more. The Technoblade shout out in the middle of it, which I actually read somewhere was proposed by one of the main actors. The kid in the red hoodie, he mentioned that. He was the one who suggested that cameo, and that's really good. You could tell between the way that the game plays and the fact that they used authentic sound effects as background footage throughout all of the movie, that this is made by people who understand the game, but it was made for people who don't, which is why you have all of the Jack Black exposition memes that have really just become the core narrative around this movie. Now, I'm not going to use those scenes here because Warner Brothers will inevitably copyright and take down this video, but just understand that this movie is made by people who understand Minecraft for people who don't understand Minecraft. It's the best way I can put it. They even, at one point, name drop Minecraft as like a verb. Let's Minecraft. We mine, and then we craft. Let's Minecraft. They name it as a verb. And that was very much just like the scene in Morbius where he says, it's Morbin time, and then he morbs all over the place. They said it's mining time, and then they crafted all over the place. It was... It was honestly a pretty good movie. I had a good time. The scene in the creeper farm that the minecart just hits the powered rail and then shoots off, like how powered rails actually work in the game, that felt really nice. The creeper effects felt really nice as well. It was interesting how they made creepers inherently pacifist in the movie until you smack them to kind of like prime them. But then they were consistent with that through the whole movie, which I thought was a very nice touch. Malgosha was decently well animated. The orb of dominance being a cube and them hanging a lantern on it and making a couple jokes of the orb of dominance being a cube. I liked that. That was pretty good. General Chungus. First off, who approved calling it General Chungus? General Chungus having that voice, that was genuinely a bit of a letdown. It felt like such an easy, like, lowbrow joke. But you know what? It's fine. I was able to let it go. The whole mansion sequence was awesome, by the way. The Enderman and explaining what the Enderman cry and the Enderman scream sound effect plays in your mind, and then the visual effects that they did for that, honestly, really, really good. No Battle is a CGI fest. There's no escaping that. It is a summer blockbuster popcorn movie. It's a bunch of CGI creatures smacking each other around, but it worked really well. The Swift Boots, the Swift Golem, or whatever you want to call it, the kind of like Captain Golem, honestly, the animation on that was pretty solid, and the animation overall was good. I liked the way that they built the sets. I liked the way that they built the world. It wasn't exactly to Minecraft scale. It was a little bit smaller, but that seemed to work given the cast that they had. I was a little worried at first when seeing this movie that it would basically feel like Jumanji, and it kind of does, but again, like, as the movie progressed and as you went through it, you could tell it was made by people who understand what this game is. Now I want to talk about, like, with all the memes aside, the chicken jockey, the flint and steel, the nether, the overworld, ender pearl, and all the items that got listed off by name. I want to talk about why people are probably memeing on this movie, other than the fact that it is very much a kid's movie. When Minecraft came out, we were all kids. Well, most of us. I was 20, so I wasn't exactly a kid, but I was kind of close to being a kid. I was a kid compared to where I am now. And the movie, if it was made right then, probably would have felt a little bit better. It would have felt a little bit more like the story I'd expect out of that game. Given how much storytelling in Minecraft and using Minecraft has evolved over the last decade and a half of creators telling sometimes really heavy stuff inside silly little block game, I think that had unconsciously conditioned us to expect that kind of storytelling in the movie. Now, that was never going to happen. Some of the things that are talked about and are addressed and are made part of a script on individual creators' channels would never make it through a movie-making committee. What we got was a movie for non-Minecrafters, which we were always going to get. The fact that there's so many memes about going to see this movie, the fact that there's signs about don't throw popcorn at the screen during the chicken jockey scene, that is the kind of cult following that will make a movie successful, memorable, and probably mean we're getting a sequel. There was a post-credit scene where they introduced Alex. We're almost certainly getting a sequel to this movie, and I'm kind of here for it. Anything that can bring more eyes and attention onto Minecraft as a space is pretty good for me. The movie is inoffensive and passable. It works. The fighting is silly. The enemies are silly. The problem solving is silly, but it works. It works in a way that as a parent, I had a good time because my kids had a good time. And my kids thought it was a good movie. Now, it's not their favorite movie ever. They definitely locked those in, but they were already asking today to watch it again. They want to see it on their iPads. So I had to explain to them, as I always do whenever we go to the movies, that they have to wait 6 months to see it again. And they got sad about that, which tells me that they enjoyed it enough to want to see it again. So kudos, you did something right. So that is my very rambly, very incoherent review of the Minecraft movie. On a parental scale, it is I'll be fine if they put it on their iPads, or I'll watch it again with the kids if they want to, because there is that personal connection for me, because Minecraft is literally my life that I get to connect in and be a part of. Very happy with it. At least it's way better than other franchises that I've cared about and the adaptations that they've gotten on TV. How about that Halo show, everybody? Yeah, very different to normal dose videos, but I wanted to break this down. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate you. More Minecraft coming soon. Bye.